time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, get ready. Omarosa joins John Fugelsang and Siggy Flicker at the round table for an all-new session of Hot Talk. Plus, we're showing you the must-have fashion trends of the summer and all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Studio audience, thank you for being here. How you doing? A mess, I'll explain. Look, but messy is good here at Wendy. We have a sensational show for you. There's new reports of another Kardashian spinoff in the works. And there's a Real Housewife that got sloppy, messy, ridiculously drunk. We've got not one, but a series of photos to show you. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. No. I need the gum bowl. Yeah, bring the gum jar out. No, bring the gum jar out. Okay, no, I have to explain. First of all, I chew gum, and I know that a lot of people think that chewing gum is tacky. Oh, well. Gum for me is like a releaser of energy, and it's also something that I've done ever since this show got invented. If you remember our 6-week sneak peek, I had the gum wall in the first season. Okay, this gum right here, look, I'm gonna just share a bit of my disgustingness with you. This represents all the gum of this 4th season of The Wendy Show. I chew a piece every day. Look, there's another one. Look. I keep it backstage, and I chew a piece every single day. And if I don't have gum, it's like really bad luck. So everybody scurries and scrambles. But I was rushing because I wasn't gonna wear this skirt. I tried on an orange one at first, but it was too tight and didn't zip right. Then at the last minute, Memsor decided that he wanted me to wear a cross, but I said, the cross is too tight on my neck, you gotta loosen it up. Doug is saying, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the music starts playing, and here's Wendy. I got the gum, he's zipping and doing. What a mess. Anyway, look at me, right? So now let's talk about the Kardashians. All right, so the Kardashian family may be having a spin-off show in the works, and it's not the one that you might have been thinking, because I was thinking, okay, the little sisters, the ones that dropped out of school and they're being homeschooled and, you know, they're modeling and stuff. It's not that one, it's Kourtney and Scott. Well, according to Star Magazine, they're saying that the E! executives told Kourtney and Scott that they need to keep the drama up. They don't want dull baby discussions and cliche arguments. The producers reportedly made it clear that they expect a wedding and a baby on the show. The producers expect it. First of all, the spinoff that would make sense to me would be the one with Kylie and Kendall, because there's a whole generation of girls who look at their lives as, you know, 13-year-old and 16-year-old or however old they are, as really exciting and glamorous and stuff. And I just thought that the Scott-Kourtney thing had run its course, and we all see what it is. He's the sperm donor. I mean, there was a time when I think a lot of people thought that Scott was really attractive, only I think he jumped the shark somewhere around that Lord Disick thing and that patch on his eye and stuff. And Kourtney, I don't see Kourtney with any man anymore. I just see her as she likes to be a mother. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying I don't see her as sexual anymore. Like, why a wedding, and why are the producers forcing the... Chris, this is your idea, isn't it? The mother. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so what do you all think about that? Do you want to see a Kourtney and Scott spinoff? Do you want to see a Kylie and Kendall spinoff? What do you care about seeing 16-year-olds run around? What do you have, kids? You have daughters that you want to see this lifestyle? I don't know. I don't care about much of it at all. But good luck, Courtney and Scott. That Penelope's cute, though, isn't she? And that little Mason is really growing into his own cute. Brandi Glanville, not so cute. Brandi, what is up with you? She's the one who got sloppy drunk on Monday night. No, when I say sloppy, I mean with a capital S ending with a capital P. Why? Whatever. Around 8 p.m., we have the timeline, Brandi tweeted that she was about to have dinner with one of her gay friends in West Hollywood. But she made it clear to us that, you know, she was tired, but she was gonna go have this dinner. And she must have had fun because later she couldn't even walk straight. All right, here's the first picture. Okay, that's her gay friend. You know you're sloppy drunk when your friend has to catch you from falling. And in case you're wondering whether she's trying to make out with her gay friend, we've got another picture set. Yes, she is. That's not the worst of it. Look at another picture from the back. Wait. But that's not all. Take a look at the front shot where we had to blur her areola. See, there ought to be a law. See, to me, and I like to have fun and I love to have my drinks, but after 40 years old, whether you're a mother or not, you know, some people in Hot Topics were like, well, she's a mom. Yeah, you get judged extra hard because you're a mother. No, it's because she is over 40. And after being over 40, the only time you should be allowed to be this drunk is if you just had triplets, you know, after several miscarriages and it's your first night out, or it's your 40th birthday and all the women in your family passed away at 35, so you made it to 40, you know, or it's your 50th birthday or 55th, there are occasions where a woman of a particular age can be this drunk and we forgive it, but just having a random dinner with your gay friend in West Hollywood is not one of those times. Brandi tweeted the next day, though, she said that she got drunk with her gay friend. She said, it's not murder. Everyone kept sending us drinks, and I'm polite. But she didn't have to drink every drink down to the bottom and swill the ice. It's just not a good look. I do like to get a little tipsy, though. The biggest turnoff, though, is like when a guy gets sloppy drunk. See, to me, if you're gonna get sloppy like Brandi, leave that up to a woman. And I know it's sloppy and it's not necessarily the nicest thing, but there's nothing worse than a man getting sloppy drunk. I have a stereotype of a man. A man is supposed to hold down his meat. You know, like if you can't hold me down, then what good are you? You know? And I'm not gonna even talk about guys like Russell Crowe who, you know, they get drunk and then they bar fight. Like, do you think that that's macho? I don't think that's macho. I think, wow. Anyway, Brandi, though, wasn't the only celebrity who got messy this week. Rihanna, who's under 30, so I don't know about you, but the rules change, okay. And she's got security guards, people to drive for her, fly her plane, and carry her. She was and she's not a mother. She was doing a concert in Poland, looking like she can barely walk. Now we have the B-roll of it. Look at Rihanna. And yes, yes. Don't you remember when you were 25 years old? Just one night maybe when you were 25? You don't know how you made it home? Now her reps say that she looked wobbly because she was trying to catch a drumstick. A couple of Rihanna fans in a Hot Topics meeting said that her feet hurt from her heels. A couple of people even made excuses right here at Wendy. I was shocked and said, you know how when you affect being exhausted, like, I'm so exhausted, and somebody caught her saying that. No, I think that was Rihanna just having the time of her life and over in Poland. Anyway, so those are two sloppy celebrities this week. Now, you know, I love my magazines, so it's time for Wendy's Got You Covered. Hit it. Okay, so Nicki Minaj is on the cover of the August issue of Marie Claire magazine. I love the jumper she's wearing. It's the tartan with, I wonder if they added those embellishments. You can buy those like at MJ Trim Shop, like if you wanted to do that yourself. Do you ever go to the trim shop and buy stuff like that? Like this jumper is probably a fortune, but if you could probably buy like a tartan jumper from any store and then put those embellishments on it. You know what I mean? It's cute. Anyway, Nikki's revealing inside that she no longer works out. If you're like me, you started working out because you felt pressure from society. This was many years ago. Like, I started because I felt like, oh my God, girls are always wearing leggings, and then they have these mats. You know, they're walking around with these mats, and everybody's doing something. I feel like I'm being left out. I don't like working out, though. I do it because I think I'm supposed to. But Nikki says that she doesn't work out anymore. She says it's not because she's lazy, but because she doesn't want to lose her boobs. She says every time she works out, she loses her boobs. And she says when she feels the need to lose weight, she just cuts carbs and sugar. Don't you wish it was just that easy? Yeah. I like the front outfit, though, and I like the article and everything. In it, she's denying dating this guy, Safari Samuels, who is her hype guy. You know, when she says, yeah, he says, yeah, you know, on the concert, the hype guy. She says she's denying dating him. Although, you know, Nikki to me is kind of like, I think of her like Lady Gaga. And I've said this before, I don't really particularly care about Lady Gaga's personal life. I mean, we follow it because we're Hot Topics and that's what we do. But I don't really care who Nikki's sleeping with or what she does in her personal life, what she eats for breakfast or anything. They are two showgirls and I like the show. And the woman behind the scenes, I don't mind them having their privacy. Do you mind them having their privacy? I mean, all celebrities don't get that pass because we're nosy. But with Nikki, I mean, I think maybe she and Lil Wayne might have had a little something. You know, she gave him that little lap dance. They look very familiar with each other on the MTV Awards. And then, okay, and Drake, and you know, he's cute. Girls think he's cute. They had a little video together. Maybe they did a little something. But like, I would gag if I ever heard that Nicki Minaj is dating Hill Harper, the actor, or some NBA player or some football player. I just don't see her like dating, you know? So I think that this little guy, they probably don't call it dating, but they're always together, and it's cute enough. Maybe something happens sometimes, I don't know. Anyway. And so Jennifer Lopez is on the cover of W magazine. Yeah. Just when you thought she was chasing youth, she let it go. I mean, that's a very pretty woman right there, but isn't that every bit of 53? Like gorgeous in a Sophia Loren kind of way, you know? That's like Casper's mom. Mom. In the interview, though, first of all, she took all of her shots inside with this look going on. Look, she took up in the Bronx. You can tell by the fence it's the Bronx. She took the pictures at home in the Bronx where she's from. Show the picture where she's on the bed with the red outfit. It's muy ooh, right? Right? Isn't that so Sophia Loren or some motion picture star from the silent movie era? Anyway, inside she's revealing that she's a workaholic. She says after 2 weeks vacation, she's usually itching to get back to work. I feel that too. That's why we're doing shows all the way through July. This is my harebrained idea. All the way through the month. We would normally have off from May to September, but I can't take it. How many times can I go to the Costco before I'm just like, oh my God, people are giving birth, hot topics are jumping, I start to scratch, I gotta get back here, I gotta get back. So anyway, so that's her on the cover of W magazine. And then Rebecca Romaine is on the cover of Red Book magazine. And Red Book is one of the magazines that bonds me and my mom. I don't know about you, but there are very few magazines that are still left around that, you know, you remember being a mom magazine. And now when you're a mom yourself, it's the one magazine that, Red Book. Anyway, so she says that even though she's been divorced from the actor John Stamos for over 8 years, people still call her Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Don't you still make that mistake? I do, and I don't mean to. I do. I remember when she and well, first of all, you know, she's 40 years old. She's been married to Jerry O'Connell, the actor, for almost 6 years. They've got twins, but we're the ones with the problem. And maybe because the names flow so nicely, Rebecca Romaine Stamos. I don't know. Or maybe because she didn't go with, she just dropped the Stamos and she's Rebecca Romaine. She didn't change it to Connolly. But the twins are 4 years old. I remember when they came here, I had to constantly keep, you know, thinking, okay, it's not Stamos, it's Rebecca Romaine. And they were such a nice couple. They came together, remember? And Jerry sucked my toes. Do you remember? Oh, do you remember? I'll tell you what though, boy. I love me some John Stamos. Every time I see one of those Greek yogurt commercials, and he, you know, like you all rave about George Clooney. John Stamos is way hotter than George Clooney. John Stamos gets hotter. He's hotter today than he was when he was Blackie on General Hospital, and he was cute back then. And I gotta tell you something, when that movie comes on Lifetime, you know, where he plays that rich guy in Connecticut and his brother gets killed by the wife, he gets bludgeoned in a Hong Kong high-rise, and she rolls up his body in a rug and throws it in the basement, and the maintenance man smells the fumes of death. And then John Stamos' character spirals out of control and starts doing mad coke and cheating on his wife and stuff. What was that movie called? It always comes on Lifetime. Anyway, every time it comes on, I stop. I love John Stamos. And you know what? But he's always reminded me of a guy who might be kind of built like a woman, like a size 00 and really short, like 5'6". But I Googled him for you, 6 feet tall. 6 feet. Anyway, that's Wendy's Got You Covered. Thank you. Did you hear about this crazy story with celebrity chef Nigella Lawson? Her soon-to-be ex-husband choked her out, and they got the pictures. Choked her out in the restaurant. Well, look, last month, it was a British tabloid that published the photo of Charles, the soon-to-be, look, choking her. I know. Look, and she's doing the frog, like she's trying to push him off. He's choking her in the restaurant, and somebody probably overheard. I know you're probably saying, well, who took the picture? Who took the picture? But you know, before a choking, there's probably like a loud scuttlebutt, or at the very least, if you don't hear something loud, you see arms flail and people start talking like this at the table, you know? So somebody got their phone ready and snap. Despite the incident, Nigella reportedly was hopeful that she and Charles could work things out. I mean, it's been alleged for many. I followed Nigella Lawson for many years. Remember, she was on the Food Network. I don't know whether she still has her show, Nigella Bites. She's actually been a guest here on our show. She showed us how to cook something good. What I like about her is she's got kind of a Zoftic body, you know, and she cooks like many of us cook, dipping her fingers in the food and licking them, just like really enjoying the food as she's cooking it. And she's glamorous. Well, she's got 2 children by a previous relationship. She and Charles don't have any kids, but Charles ended up blindsiding her after the chokeout by announcing in a newspaper that he's filing for divorce. And that's how she found out, in the newspaper. Listen to what Charles says in his statement. You're gonna gag. Look. I'm sorry to announce that Nigella and I are getting divorced. I'm disappointed that she was advised to make no public comment to explain that I abhor violence of any kind against women and have never abused her physically in any way. This is his statement, but the streets have been talking about their relationship for many, many years. And I've been hearing little things for many years, and I suspect that what he's done for her is he's freed her from a decision that she probably should have made a long time ago regarding him, if the streets were talking correctly all these years, you know? He's filed from her, and she was blindsided, and she's only 53 years old, so he certainly hasn't taken away her pretty years. We've talked about this before, or at least I've talked about it in my head. Like, the worst thing is, like, when you get the divorce and all your pretty, you know, your sexy years are gone, you know, he just uses you up like an old prune and then throws you to the side. She's still got pretty years. She can collect another, is what I'm saying. Yep. And she's smart. She's got a good business. And she's got her children. And so good riddance to bad rubbish. And she'll hopefully get a nice settlement because he is rich beyond belief. He's some kind of art dealer schmealer or something like that over there. Like countish. He's countish. Yeah, over it there. All right, so anyway, the season 2 premiere of Honey Boo Boo happens next week. And I have been preparing for about the past 2 weeks, and I'll tell you in which way. Okay, So People magazine last week was featuring these scratch and sniffs. So you scratch and sniff along with the episode. And so I collected 4 of them because I'm gonna invite my mom and dad over. They've never seen Honey Boo Boo, but you know, I like participatory activities. A 3D movie where you get the glasses, or you know, the scratch and sniff along with the Honey Boo Boo. So the card prompts viewers to scratch and sniff when something happens throughout the show. Like, you know, if she says, ew, a fish, then you scratch and you sniff. You know, ooh, gasoline. You know, then you scratch and you sniff. Ooh, somebody farted. And they do things like that on that show, and then you scratch and you sniff. So, but People magazine is off newsstands. However, Us magazine has got you covered because now Us Weekly, now go out and if you want to join in on the fun, it's going to be July 17th on TLC, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo Season 2. Go out and get your Us Weekly magazine, but make sure that you look inside and be, you know, that the scratch and sniff card's in there, because some cheapskates might go in and just rip the card out and leave the magazine on the stand. And then Mama June's going to be here next Wednesday, so there. Yeah. We've got a great show for you, everybody. Fashion expert Bobby Thomas is going to show us this summer's hottest fashion trends. But up next, we've got 3 outspoken personalities to join me for this week's hottest stories in our big Hot Talk panel. Don't miss it. Oh my gosh, this is the messiest show ever. Welcome back. Okay, it is time to discuss this week's hottest topics in the latest edition of Hot Talk. Joining me this week are the host of Viewpoint on Current TV. Say hello to our friend John Fugelsang. Hello, John.
Nice to see you again.
And our relationship expert friend Siggy Flicker. And the West Coast editor of OK Magazine, Omarosa. Hey, before we get started, Omarosa, we were talking about you about 2 weeks ago on Hot Topics right after the BET Awards. Did your mom have some sort of physical altercation with Claudia Jordan on the red carpet?
No, and the most embarrassing thing is the red carpet at the BET Awards was wonderful. There was no ghetto drama like that. And the worst part is that Stephen Hill and Deborah Lee does a great show, and that story really kind of tarnished it a little bit.
Okay, so there was nothing that went, the cops weren't called,
They
everything was
passed
good.
each other, no.
Perfect, perfect.
I was not invited to the BET Awards.
Okay, let's get into the discussion. Recently, everyone, YouTube decided to ban Robin Thicke's provocative video to the song Blurred Lines, Song of the Summer, because it features 3 topless women dancing. Then, this week, Justin Timberlake's video for his song Tunnel Vision was posted, and it also features 3 topless women dancing, but YouTube decided not to ban that video. So YouTube is playing Justin Timberlake's, but not playing Robin Thicke's. Do you agree with YouTube's decision? John, what do you think?
I guess I do. The Timberlake video is not as offensive to people because they know that most teenagers will be passing out from boredom in the first 30 seconds. When you actually watch it, it's sort of like a German condom commercial, and it's not really very dirty. It's more faux
Both
artsy.
videos are showing nipples.
Yes.
They both should be banned. End of story.
I don't like censorship.
You don't like censorship?
I don't like censorship, not artistic censorship, so I don't think that they should have banned it. It's artistic, and it's creative, and it's fun.
Well, let me say. Here's an official quote from YouTube, their guidelines on nudity. Most nudity is not allowed, particularly if it's in a sexual content. If a video is intended to be sexually provocative, it's less likely to be acceptable. There are exceptions for some educational documentaries, scientific and artistic content. My thought is that with the, first of all, this is a very boring song. Justin Timberlake, that's not your best song. But I will say that the lighting, I guess, is artsy, and the actual song is a lot slower, and there's a fog machine. The other
German condom commercial, trust me, it really.
But, you know, the other thing about Robin Thicke's, and, you know, this might be a little bit deep, but there are 2 black men dancing around a couple of white girls, and, you know, I know we're all kumbaya on the outside, but on the inside, a lot of people still do not like, they still aren't down with the swirl, if you know what I'm saying.
But that's not really why people are upset about that song,
Why are they
is it?
upset?
Well, they're upset because of the lyrics of it. They're upset because it's a man continually saying, I know you want it, I know you want it, which is what lame guys usually say to women.
What if she really wants it?
Well, she
But
really
the girls
might
look
want
like
it.
they really want it.
She really might want it, but here's the thing.
That was good, because the girls obviously really want it, but I don't understand if you're going to do one, you got to do it for the other.
Exactly.
It's not
No
fair.
attention.
And Robin Thicke's song,
I agree.
Robin, his song is better than Justin's. His song should be allowed, but
It's the song of the summer.
Here's why it's a problem for a lot of people. They're saying that the song is rapey. I personally have a bigger
And
problem.
orgy-ish.
Yes, well, I don't have a problem with the orgy part. I have a problem with, I do have a problem with a cute little adjective like rapey. That's kind of creepy to me.
Yeah.
But the fact is that throughout the song, if it had been called No Means Yes, people would have been a lot more upset. It's not on the level of like, baby, it's cold outside, say what's in this drink. But what's wrong about it is not that it's evil, it's that it's kind of lame. It's kind of like this rich Malibu kid who paid these models to strut around and hang up balloons. I don't know if you all have seen the video, but it's Mylar balloons in letters that say Robin Thicke has a big schwanz.
But you know, here's the thing. We
That's
polled at
lame.
Wendy show. 93% of you said if you're going to ban one, you ban both, and vice versa. So I do agree with that. I also think that as far as kids, there's a whole lot more on the internet in terms of nudity that kids can see. So it's kind of lame that one was banned and not the other. Okay, let's move on. According to the latest research, couples are waiting until they're older to get married, and they still expect to get the benefits from the same old traditions like younger couples do. In other words, they want to register for gifts. I guess the question to the panel is, do you think that older couples should be registering for gifts and asking for things from people? We'll start with you, Ms. Relationship Expert.
Absolutely, yes. There is no age ban on love. If you are 20 and you're going to show off that you found love, good for you. I have clients who have found love for the first time in their 50s,
We're not
in their
talking
40s.
about finding love. We're talking about asking for a toaster
Well,
and
yeah,
chargers.
right. But they're getting married, and they have a right to register, whether it's for a toaster, a blender, a beautiful dish.
At 48, 52 years old, at 40 years
Yeah,
old.
you know that a lot of people do not
Absolutely.
like to give money. I don't like to go to a wedding and give money. I'd rather buy a gift and at least make them think that I put the thought into it. Why shouldn't they have the same advantages as people who are getting married in their
Because
20s?
those rules were made up when girls had a dowry and they were only 12 years old and they were getting married and nobody had anything. Omarosa, you were at Nini's wedding. I saw some of her registry, including thousands of dollars for chargers and crystal wine glass and salad plates. Creed perfume, $260. Creed perfume? Really, girl? $216. What'd you give?
You know, I gave a contribution to her charity
Okay.
because she works with domestic violence, and
Okay.
I thought that that was more appropriate for the occasion.
Then a gift.
Than a gift.
Seriously, a wedding is the most beautiful gift you can ever give your parents' friends. And the thing about this is,
John.
it's one thing if you're getting married in your late 40s and you ask your 75-year-old mom to pay for the wedding. That's pretty tacky.
Yeah.
But if you're getting married at a late age, you can just write on your invitation, gifts not required, your presence is our happiness, and then they have to give cash.
Yeah, but
My thought is that, you know, by the time you get married after 40, 40 to me is that number keeps popping up on today's show, but 40 is the cutoff time. After 40, you don't need plates.
Yes,
you
you
already
do.
have plates. What
I'll
do
tell
you
you
need?
why. I'll tell you why. If you're in your 40s and you're not married yet, you have silverware from the Clinton administration. You need new stuff,
Okay.
Wendy.
I like that.
Okay, let's move on to our next. Okay, what happened when a trip to the water park went wrong for a woman? Well, there's lots of controversy. This woman, we're going to a break now, and then we'll talk about it next. We'll be right back to talk about this woman at the water park. Welcome back. Okay, so there's this woman, we're doing Hot Talk panel, by the way. There's this woman in Missouri, and her name is Madeline Schaefer, and she decided to wear a bikini to a local water park. The officials told her bikini is too small. She was told to cover up or leave. When she refused, she was escorted out of the park. Let me read you the statement first, and then we're gonna get into it. Madeline said, I just feel like I was singled out. I felt like it was both age and body discrimination. She also recently lost 100 pounds, so you know how that is. She was feeling herself. Omarosa, we're gonna go to you first. What do you think?
you know, if this was a predominantly African-American pool, they'd be like, girl, you look good, look at them curves. But I think it's a little bit, you know, sisters like a little junk in their trunk. So I'm surprised that she would be asked to move the park. That's
This
kind of
woman
crazy.
should have gotten a standing ovation.
Yeah, I agree.
She lost 100 pounds. She felt good. She's with her grandchildren. Why does everybody want us to look like Alessandra, Adriana, and Giselle? We're not all Victoria's Secret models, and I applaud her. I had to go get a little nip and tuck here. This woman's letting it all hang out at the pool.
You got a nip tuck?
I sure did
When?
2 weeks ago.
Good for you.
Yes, I feel great.
You look good.
I got rid of the muffin top.
Muffin top, see?
You know, I really think after hearing this story, the only boobs that shouldn't be seen in public are the men who run this park. Freedom and liberty means putting up with stuff you don't like, meaning an offensive T-shirt, 2 guys holding hands, or someone with a body type you don't like wearing a suit that makes them feel good. And I think she's great, and I think it's fantastic for her. And I'm kind of surprised that, you know, if they're going to throw a woman out of a water park for a skimpy bikini, they got to start murdering guys in locker rooms. Because let me tell you, the amount of unattractive men walking around naked in they're like the letter Q, okay? Walking around in locker rooms. It's a horrible thing in this country right now. She's a hero.
Are you still wearing binding? Was this a lunchtime procedure? Are you in pain?
2 weeks ago, Twilight. Not even in pain. Twilight, Dr.
you were
Fiorello.
up.
Awesome. He went,
Fabulous.
1, 2. I'm wearing the Spanx right now.
Good for you.
My kids are like, I said,
She's
do not
shaking.
touch. Right here.
All right, let me just say this. I think that this woman should have been thrown right out of the park for not covering up. Yeah, I'm saying it. Yeah, I am. And this is why. Because I got one of them bodies. And I know how obscene it can be. This is a water park. And I'm not talking about if she goes down and the bathing suit top flies off. I'm talking about just walking around. Show the picture again. Come on,
It's not
girl.
indecent.
Listen,
decent.
it's a water park. It's a family-friendly place.
It's a free society.
I understand it's a free society, but she could have at least worn a big T-shirt. That way, when she gets wet, it would have clung to her curves without being so out there. It's just very out there for a water park.
It's decent, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't distasteful.
It's decent for Jamaica. It's decent for Bahamas. It's not decent for a water park. All right, let's move on. And I know you expected different from me. I'm sorry.
I know, you're getting conservative.
And well, look, an unsigned country artist, his name is Steve Grand, and he is being called the first openly gay singer ever. He recently posted a music video. It's a beautiful song, everybody. It's for his original song that he wrote. It's called All American Boy. It's online, and it's going viral. He's in love with this boy, and there he is, just singing. He's cute. Do you think, the question is, that country music is ready to accept an openly gay male?
Well, if it isn't, this boy needs to call me. I'll sign him. The song, it's like, leave your donkeys in the garage, put your camels away. It's 2013.
Yes.
Love is love.
Yes.
This boy not only paid for his own video, he's got a great voice.
Yeah.
The video is amazing. He ends up kissing another boy, and the boy doesn't even want him right back. I mean, it's
Right.
a love
It's a
story,
sad-
but
it's
it's
a
about
sad
love.
video.
Come on.
Yeah, but
It's
that
a beautiful song.
That
It
audience tends
is.
to be very conservative. though,
I don't think
Siggy.
the country music is ready
I think
for
they're
an
very
openly
I
gay.
disagree
conservative, so-
completely. I think that if it's a good song, country music fans will go to it. You can be a gay, undocumented Mexican Muslim immigrant, and if it's a good country song, the fans
Leanne
will go
Rimes
for
had a
it.
beautiful country album, and people didn't support her the way I thought that
Absolutely,
they
but
would.
that's a lot about a record label. The fact is also we've had a famous gay country star, Shelley Wright,
That's a
woman
girl.
who came out.
And her numbers were
different thing.
terrible.
Well, I know, and I saw the video. I
Were her
like.
numbers terrible?
Yeah, well, they did not support her. In fact, her
Well,
sales
she's-
went down after she came out.
Right,
so
but she
it's
was
about
but she was an
numbers.
inspiration to many, and this guy's an inspiration. I call him Lil Brokeback, but it's a positive video, and I'll tell you something. Somewhere out there, there's a kid who's not going to kill himself
You're
because
right.
this video is going to get him
You're
home.
absolutely right.
Yes, I agree. He's
But on the whole, I don't think that the country music community is ready to
Music
embrace an
grows.
openly
Listen,
gay.
If it's a
I
good
reckon
song,
it's
they'll
going
go
to
to it.
take them some time, but they're going to come around.
They will have to
They're gonna
eventually.
have
Yeah,
to.
but
they
having
should.
said that, this video is so gay, I came out to my mom.
Thank you all for being here. It's wonderful. For more information on our panelists, go to wendyshow.com. Up next, we're going to show you the summer's hottest fashion trends. Keep it here. Summer is in full swing, and we all want to look our best. So here to show us the hottest fashion trends of the season is our friend and author of The Power of Style. Say hello to Bobby Thomas. Hey. Yes. Okay. What trends do we need to take away from our closets and put them in a drawer someplace?
Okay, I really hate answering this question because there's always an exception,
Okay.
but I think I would like to see people give the one shoulder a rest right now. We've seen it a lot. Everybody's saying, mm-hmm.
Lady in the
sort
front
of.
row.
I'm sorry. And this is why I hate answering that question, because she looks great, and there's an
You do
exception.
look beautiful.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. But I will say that one shoulder works because she has a little volume, and it's not the tank top one shoulder that's kind of like overly sexy.
It's the tank top one
I
shoulder.
also, please don't anybody be wearing a baby doll right now, because I feel like that maternity chic we've seen so much, that sort of like loose on top,
I don't like those.
skinny leggings or jeans on the bottom. I'm kind of excited that pants are back so that you can kind of wear separates again and do that Audrey Hepburn
Well,
sophistication.
let's get started with our fashion show. And as usual, all of our models are from our Wendy studio audience. First up is Natasha. Natasha's wearing a huge trend, the crop top.
Yes.
Not everyone can wear it, but when you wear it, it looks...
You know,
Oh my gosh.
she...
I'm so distracted by your hair.
I love her hair. It's probably her best accessory. But yes, you're right. The crop top is something that probably scares many women. However,
cool.
if you're petite on top and you've got some curves, this is definitely the style you want to show off. The top is bar 3 from Macy's, and the bottom is a denim skirt from Zara. But what I want to highlight, the way to wear this is make sure that your belly button is covered. Because if you're going to be sexy on top, you don't need the flashback of the whole Britney Spears low-rise era on the bottom. So go a little longer, the skirt to the knee, don't do a mini. And it's gonna be much better. You'll look sophisticated while still showing skin, and it doesn't look like you're trying to put it all out there.
You look like you're on your way to Coachella. You look cool. Good, Natasha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next model is Donna, everybody, and Donna is wearing the minimalistic trend.
Yeah, she looks fantastic. She's head to toe in white, and then of course a designer like Calvin Klein comes to mind. When you see people, less is more. The trick with this trend is about keeping it clean, but if you don't want to feel like a nurse or a clinician, add some accessories, but here's the key. Go light. I put a Topshop necklace on her that's, $25. It's really translucent and airy, and her shoes are this silver cap toe. Don't do dark black jewelry, it'll look dated. So stay light, add a little bit of flash
And we
with the
call
light.
this the minimalistic look.
Yes, less is
Cute.
more.
Thanks, Donna.
She also, her jeans, by the way, I love Chico's. They're those secret slimming jeans. They're really
I
fantastic.
still don't have the guts to wear white jeans, but more power to everybody who
I'm gonna
does.
get you in a pair, I promise.
They show cellulite. Okay,
No, they
our next model is Cassandra, and Cassandra's wearing the leather trend.
Yes, now this is an unexpected
Now, this
trend,
looks really nice.
right? Now, many people are saying, what, summer leather? Yes, leather's becoming an all-year staple, and what you can do, I wanted to pick black leather particularly. This
It
dress
looks
is
light.
from Zara, but the key is how you accessorize it. Her necklace is floral, it's enamel, it's bright, it's colorful, it's also from Zara. The shoes are another big thing. They're a light pastel, they're kind of nude. Don't wear the heavy black shoes or something that's too glam with rhinestone on the necklace, because then it looks like holiday. But you can still invest in this trend now and wear it this fall with opaque
And this leather
booties.
is moving with her, like it's very, very light. By the way, your legs are sick.
Yeah.
Okay? Sick.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Cassandra.
And the reason that leather is moving is because it's pleather, and I'm all about buying pleather because not only it's friendly to the animals, but it's cheaper. And it looks good. It
Yeah.
moves, so.
Okay, and our last model is Kinda, and Kinda is rocking the hot pants trend. Oh, wow.
Girl. Doesn't she look like Taraji?
She has a Taraji air about her. Now look at me. Your legs are really good also, and this proves that you don't have to have stick legs.
Exactly.
And to wear these shorts.
Listen, hot pants are in, but don't be afraid of the word. She's got this great, sophisticated blouse on from H&M.
Cute.
And that's the trick. If you're gonna wear shorts, whether they're short or even a little longer, you're showing off your leg. You don't need to wear a plunging neckline, and just be sophisticated on top. Add a blazer, do a little wedge or a heel, and that way you've worked the shorts in a
She's
whole
working
new
the
way.
pockets.
Yeah.
I love all this stuff. All you models, thank you. Come on out. You can stand and pose for people.
And you're going to get in white jeans, I promise.
I want to get in some hot pants, but I'm about 10 years or 15 too old. I would like a leather dress, and I would like to show my midriff. I would like all this stuff. Everybody, for more information on these looks, go to wendyshow.com and pick up a copy of Bobby's book. It's called The Power of Style. It's in stores now. Up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. I want to go touch the dress.
Yeah,
everyone. It is time for Ask Wendy. Who am I helping first? Oh, here you are.
Hi, Wendy.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. You look a little like Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take that. My name's Dana. I'm 30 and single. And recently my mom has been giving out my number to all her friends to try to find me potential dates. She's also even signed me up for online dating. So it's getting uncomfortable, and I really want her to stop. So Wendy, how do I tell her to stop giving my number out and stop obsessing over my love life?
You an only child?
Yes.
Yeah. Is Dad around?
Yes, but
Yeah,
Mom's obsessive.
But she's obsessive
Yes.
with you. Well, I get it, because you're an only child. However, you want to know what? You have got the most beautiful smile
thank you.
and a slight giggle. And that's not the way we talk to our pushy mothers when we're trying to make a point.
That's true.
Believe me, I have one of those too. So this is what you do.
Okay.
You make a date with your mother, and you invite her. Do you live with her?
No.
Okay, perfect. You invite her over to your place, and you make up a coffee, and then you sit down. And you talk to her very seriously, including touching forearm, because it exemplifies warmth while you're talking stern. No smiles,
Okay.
no giggles. And you talk to your mother and you say, Mom, it really is bothering me. I'm telling you that this is something that seriously, if you care anything about me, you will stop doing this. Don't sign me up for online dating. Stop pushing me into relationships. My love life at this point is not your business. I am happy with my life. And when I find the right person, believe me, you'll be the first one to know. But stop.
Thank you.
You know?
Yes.
You gotta, you know, I have a pushy mother also, and believe me,
means well.
they all mean well, but there's a way to handle them without making them their feelings hurt, and it starts with don't smile.
I know. I always smile.
Yeah. It's a beautiful smile. Everybody, up next, we've got audience eye candy of the day. Keep it here. This is Stacey Ann Miller from Philly, and she's my audience eye candy of the day because I love your peplum and I love your color. Talk about your outfit.
Yes, everything is under 25 bucks.
Really?
Yes. $9.99 from Burlington Coat Factory, earrings and chain. $6.99 from Ross, and $7.99 from Ross BCBG was $189 bucks.
Shut up. Well, here's your diva fan, Stacey Ann, is a girl on a budget. You do it right. Keep it here, everybody. We'll be right back. Great time today. I want to thank my guests and my co-host, my fabulous studio audience. Tomorrow, the one and only Leanne Rhymes. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.